Good morning, everyone. Happy Hump Day. So, we're trying out my new mic this morning. Let me know how it sounds. I did a test yesterday, a private stream. I thought it sounded good. So, let me look at the chat. Lisa, Mandy Hall, Kira, Beach Bum, Debbie, Shook, Cheryl Lynn. Good morning, ladies. How are you guys doing this morning? Shug, you're on time. I'm so proud of you. I just love Shug. Hey, Cement Shoes and Melissa. Good morning. Gosh, I had a hard time deciding the topics. Which one of the topics I had picked out last night. Little slight update on missing mom to be, Cassandra Cantrell. The FBI served a search warrant on the friend's home that she's pregnant by. I think he's actually her ex-boyfriend. I read that somewhere. Hey, Very Mary. Good morning. Hey, Champ. Good morning, sweetie. Lisa says it sounds good. Great. It seems to work good. It's got some great reviews for $40. Yeah, it had a lot of good reviews. People that's using the mic to do podcasts and videos, gaming. I'm getting sleepy though. Why, Shook? Not drinking coffee yet? I've been up since 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. I do try to get up so I can let Sunny out at 7 a.m. That schedule is getting ready to change because it's getting darker earlier. Time's changing. It's still dark like here in a little bit. It'll still be dark like at 7 a.m. So that's why our schedule will change. Hey, TC. Is it fall forward or spring? I can't remember. I get it mixed up. Okay. So I found another video of Marie Smith, Cassandra's mom. It is just heartbreaking to see this woman talk to this reporter. So let me get it pulled up. We're also going to be talking about Carole Baskin this morning. Chad Daybell, a tot that died in a hot car, and a Pitbull that killed an elderly lady. Okay. Yes. Get some of my other windows closed out. But the FBI has joined in the search for Cassandra. Thank goodness. There's foul play involved. They searched the boyfriend's house, and he has his girlfriend living there with him, but I could not find this guy's name. A SWAT team served the search warrant at her ex-boyfriend's home. So he is an ex. So he's an ex. Oh gosh, I'm about to time someone out or block them. So he's an ex who's got a live-in girlfriend, but he's been cheating on his girlfriend with Cassandra. I don't know if you say it Cassandra or Cassandra. I guess either way. Okay, let me go back. Washington state law enforcement officials and volunteers are frantically searching for a pregnant woman who disappeared a week ago on the eve of her first ultrasound appointment. Cassandra Cantrell is 33. She was last seen in Tacoma on August 25th. Her car was found abandoned on Friday. The search for the mother-to-be took an alarming turn on Monday night when the Pierce County Sheriff's Department SWAT team served a search warrant at the home of Cassandra's ex-boyfriend off of K Street. As of Tuesday morning, no arrests have been announced. According to Cassandra's family, the 33-year-old is 3 months pregnant with her first child. She was scheduled to have her first ultrasound appointment last Wednesday, but she never made it to the doctor's appointment, prompting her family to report her as missing. Cantrell's mother, Marie Smith, recalled the last time she spoke to her daughter on the phone. She said, "Love you." I said, "Love you too," the woman recalled to King 5. And Cassandra's Mazda was found Friday night near Tacoma Dome. There's her poor mother, Marie. My heart breaks for her. Marie says that her daughter was excited about her unexpected pregnancy and had already picked out names for a boy and a girl. In the event, she was having twins like her mom had. Cassandra is a twin. And I told y'all, her twin brother left me a comment on, I think it was like the first live stream I did about Cassandra. Maybe it was Monday's live stream. It doesn't make any sense where the car was found. There is nothing in that area that she would have been going to, said Marie Smith. Friends and family spent the better part of Sunday searching for Cantrell in Point Defiance Park, but their efforts failed to turn up any clues. Her mother said that she would not have just taken off without telling anyone, especially without her 2 beloved chihuahuas. And that's what her brother, that was part of his comment. He was talking about she would have never left her dogs. She actually brought her dogs to his wedding. She was not going to go to that wedding without her dogs. I don't blame her. Okay. What I hope, worst case scenario, is that maybe she was carjacked and she's just hurt somewhere, Smith said. But the mother expressed concern that the father of her daughter's unborn baby might be involved. And in her brother's comment, he said, I believe he said it's like a mile and a half. Her car was found like a mile and a half from the ex-boyfriend's house. Suspect. Cassandra was supposed to have been going to the grocery store that day, but she didn't. She took extra time to get cleaned up. Like, it's almost like she was going to see someone and she wanted to look good. So I'm thinking she was going to meet this ex, talk about her pregnancy. He probably wasn't happy that she was pregnant. He has a live-in girlfriend. Let's listen. I hope this plays. I've not tested playing videos with my mic plugged in. I need to look at the chat because I've been looking at my computer screen. Hey, Shay Shay. Faithful One. Bamboo Beta. Hey. I like that name. I had beta fish for years. We'll talk about that in a minute.
They're following breaking news this morning here. The Pierce County Sheriff's Office serving a search warrant late last night.
Hold on. Let me go back and screen share again. I don't think I shared my audio. On Google Chrome, you didn't have to do that. But with this Microsoft, I have to push share audio. Okay. Let's make it big screen. And I want y'all to let me know if y'all can hear this video.
In connection with a missing pregnant woman. The search warrant for her ex-boyfriend's house in Tacoma here. Q13's Omar Lewis joining us live from there for us. And Omar, what have you learned so far?
Well, I can tell you, Liz, that detectives have been here overnight. They are still out here this morning. You can see the crime scene tape still up behind me as well. The front door still open. They did perform a search warrant here in connection to this case. That's what we know right now. Those details But I can tell you right now, no arrests have been made. No one has been detained in connection to this situation. But her family is trying to keep hope alive. But they say they've known from the minute she didn't return home that something went terribly wrong. We can take you to video here and tell you that 33-year-old Cassandra Cantrell was last seen in a neighbor's ring footage here, leaving her Parkland neighborhood last Tuesday morning. Family isn't sure where she was headed, but suspected she was meeting someone, as they seemed that she took her time to get ready there. So Friday evening, Cassandra's white Mazda was found near the Tacoma Dome. No one was inside. Since then, search crews have scoured Point Defiance Park for evidence, but found no traces of missing Cassandra. We spoke to her family members, though, and they were just absolutely devastated by all of this. Take a listen to what they have to say.
I'm super grateful. I'm so grateful to Pierce County Sheriffs and to Tacoma Police for all the work they're doing. But we still need more. Somebody out there.
Oh my gosh.
Out there has to have a camera, some kind of home security, doorbell cams, something. They have to have seen her in the area, or her car at least. Maybe we can see if she was taken someplace.
Well, Cassandra's mother says her daughter is 3 months pregnant with her first child and has been over the moon about the baby. Last Wednesday was her first ultrasound. Family says they know she would not have willingly missed that appointment for the world.
Oh my gosh, there's no sound. Crap. Okay. Well, sorry about that, guys. I was muted. I didn't know it. I was sitting here talking. I was saying that was a cute little house that they searched. And I think that the ex-boyfriend is involved. I mean, here she is pregnant. He's got a live-in girlfriend. She disappears. But before she disappears, it appears that she took extra time to get ready that day. like she wanted to look good, as though she was going to meet someone. My theory is what I'm thinking. I could be wrong, though. She was going to meet him to discuss the baby. You know, that's a sticky situation. He's got a live-in girlfriend, gets his ex pregnant. I think he could have done something to her to get rid of her. He didn't want a baby. Then again, the girlfriend could be involved. They both could be involved. I've seen cases where the new girlfriend gets jealous, or the new wife, and kills the ex, or kills the ex-girlfriend because they're pregnant. It's been cases like that. I hope that she's fine. I'm hoping and praying that they find her safe. Hearing her mom breaks my heart. You could hear the heartache in her voice, the desperation. I couldn't imagine not knowing where my child was at. The thoughts that must be running through her head, just to be thinking all kinds of things like, you know, is she hurt? Is she scared? Hungry? Someone doing something horrible to her. It's a sad case. It's a sad case. I hope we get an update saying, hey, Just Jax. It could be either one, or it could have been both. I think they took some evidence from the house. They didn't say what. I don't know if she would be going to that house to meet him, if that's where she was going that day, you know, because the girlfriend lives there with him. I want to know his name. I could not find his name. I'm learning that both are involved. They could be. It wouldn't be the first time something like that's happened. I just love your name, Bamboo Beta. I used to keep beta fish. My last beta died, and that's been like about 2 years ago, and I never did get another one. Yeah, but I'm betting that's what we're talking about. I know, Beach Bum. Shook says, or he set her up and said that they would get back together and was meaning to kill her, him, and the girlfriend. Yeah. Hey, Drama. I think his girlfriend is just involved as Cecily Aguilar in Fort Hood, Vanessa Gillen case. You could be right, Cement Shoes. Any one of our theories could be right at this point. I hope they release some evidence to the public. Let us know what they have found so far. I want to know his name. Has anyone heard anyone say what his name is? Colin Dudley was the boyfriend's name. Someone said it up in chat. Oh, okay, I missed that. Colin Dudley. Okay. Let me write this down with my notes. I got a bunch of notes on her. I'm going to have to start me another Facebook just for like my true crime, so I can look up these suspects' Facebook. Okay, Cement Shoes. I didn't see it earlier. Colin Dudley. Okay, I've got it written down. I wonder if we could pull up his Facebook, but I don't have an account, but we probably still could. I'm going to try. Oh my gosh, I punched in his name, Facebook, and it's pulling up some guy playing basketball. Let's see. Usually if someone has a Facebook, when you punch in their name, it'll pull it up. But I'm not seeing it. Let me go to images. There's two guys. Could possibly be. It don't say, though. There's a bunch of different pictures. Well, I'll find some stuff on him later. That's okay. Let me look at chat. Can someone tell me if a woman's body was found Cascade County yesterday and they thought it might be Suzanne Morphew, or if I got totally wrong? TC, I haven't heard anything about that, sweetie. I knew they found a body a while back, but everyone thought it was Suzanne Morphew, but I don't think that it was. Okay, guys. So, anyways, prayers for Cassandra's family. I hope they find her safe. I have a bad feeling about this. Something about that boyfriend and girlfriend. It's just too coincidental. She's pregnant by an ex that's got a live-in, and then she mysteriously vanishes after getting all dolled up to go meet someone. Allegedly, that's what they think. Anyways, maybe we'll learn some more information today. Champ, if a mom or dad didn't want a baby, then leave them. Don't harm them. Couples every day love to adopt and love the baby. Cassandra and her family. Yes. Yeah, if you don't want to pay child support, sign up your rights. I mean, this is the United States of America. You can't be forced to be in a child's life, even though you should. You're a sorry piece of crap if you're not. But, just sign up your rights if you don't want to pay. Don't harm the child and the mother. Pieces of crap. It is horrid. It is Shay Shay. I watched a movie about a guy in high school cheated on his girlfriend and got this girl in another town pregnant. And he wanted her to have an abortion, and she wouldn't do it. And he snapped during an argument and strangled her and took her body and threw it in the river. He was a popular kid in high school, star quarterback, rich kid. I need to go look for the title of that movie. I just watched it a while back, but I can't remember the title. Okay, so now we're going to talk about Chad Daybell, a.k.a. Chad Dumbbell, and his clown attorney. Can y'all believe that his attorney, what's his name, John Pryor, wants the charges against Chad, all of it just dropped. Just wants it gone. Said there was no evidence presented at the preliminary hearing. Are you freaking kidding me? The kids were buried in his backyard. Plus, they had other evidence against him. Is this guy for real? I would not want him representing me, but I'm glad he's representing Chad Daybell. Really. Because he is a freaking joke. I could do a better job than he could. Seriously. Okay. Anyways, when I was looking at stuff about Chad Daybell this morning, I came across this June 18th, 2020 article. And I don't remember us talking about this. Or looking at the pictures of him down in the grave, digging this grave. And in this article, I find out that there was other people that knew that Chad thought Lori's kids were zombies. Not just Melanie Gibb. According to this article about The Sun. Cement Shoes Flap Dumbbell has some Coach Jones asking for charges dropped. The nerve of him. I mean, he has to know that it's a waste of his time to file that motion, right? That lawyer can't be that stupid. Is that just something he did to get him in the headlines? Because he has to know that they're not going to drop those charges. They presented all kinds of evidence. If that had been a trial, he would have been convicted. Seriously. When he goes to trial, he's going to be convicted. I've never seen this. Okay. I was just making sure, because y'all know how my memory is. I forget stuff. My memory has gotten really bad. It's probably got something to do with my ADHD and PTSD. We're going to read this article. Let's see. So at the beginning, it was talking about they found the bodies. It says Chad Daybell reportedly believed that a big earthquake would hide the kids' disappearance. He believed the earthquake was going to hide their disappearance. Charlene Campbell, who attended AVAL, the same church as Daybell, told the DailyMail.com that he and Vallow were convinced of revelations he had. The couple had been accused by family of being in a doomsday cult. People know they was in a cult. Chad and Lori were so convinced of his revelations, they believed there was going to be a massive earthquake and it was going to wipe out Salt Lake City, Campbell told the Daily Mail. It is predicted an earthquake. It is a predicted earthquake, but they believed they knew the date. According to my friend in Aval, she understood that he truly believed those children were zombies. Is she talking about Melanie Gibb? Are they talking about Melanie Gibb? I think they're talking about someone else because it's talking about Melanie Gibb on down here. Let's read it. Campbell said Daybell convinced Lori of the belief that the children were possessed by evil spirits, and then they destroyed the children, Campbell said. They were convinced they would not have to deal with the consequences because the fallout of the earthquake would be so monumental all the way into Idaho. It would be such a huge distraction. No one would know that they buried the kids, she said. This is the first time I'm hearing this, guys. Have y'all heard this? Vallow's own friend, Melanie Gibb, previously spoke of Lori's alleged thoughts about the earthquake in an interview with East Idaho News. Am I the only one that's taking this article as saying that other people knew that Chad thought Lori's kids were zombies? Okay, let's see what else. Okay, she believed there was going to be an earthquake that was going to hit so large in Utah by the end of 2019 that people wouldn't notice anything in her personal life going on, Gibb told East Idaho News. By that statement right there, it seems like Melanie Gibb knew a whole lot more than what she has said. She believed there was going to be an earthquake that was going to hit so large in Utah by the end of 2019 that people wouldn't notice anything in her personal life going on, Gibb told East Idaho News. What in the hell is that statement supposed to mean? It makes me think that she knew more than what she has said, and I've always thought that to be true. Hey, faithful one. Yeah, several knew. There's supposed to be seismography Seismologist. I can't pronounce that. Now predicting earthquakes. Yeah. Well, I had never read this crap. I can't believe I missed this article. Okay. And like I said, if I did read this before on a live stream, my memory's bad. Okay. Okay. So it goes on to say, she said means Lori. So when Chad and I get married someday, nobody will notice we're married because of the earthquake and different destruction going on. Oh, so Melanie was referencing that. Okay. I still believe she knew a whole lot more. I mean, and, when someone thinks their kids are zombies, you're supposed to pick up the phone and make a report to CPS. Try to get them help. Because if someone's got thoughts like that in their head, they could harm their children. And, in this case, she did. Both her kids murdered, buried in her new husband's backyard. And Chad's lawyer wants the charges dropped. Jesus. Okay. So it says Susan Freeman, 54, met Daybell when she was looking for a publisher for her book about near-death experience with ectopic pregnancy in 1999. I had one of those. Ectopic pregnancy, whatever you call it. So I have read about this Suzanne woman before. But I didn't know that other people knew that Chad and Lori thought the kids were zombies. Melanie Gibbs, she thinks she's a hero. No, lady, you're not. Anyone that would believe these beliefs right here is a freaking nut. Melanie was attending the Church of Ballo. Yes. Lisa says they sure did all and knew and knows more. That Melanie, in my opinion, is a piece of shit also. Yes. Kelly says Zulema, Alex's wife, was supposed to be creating the earthquakes, according to Melanie G. What in the hell is wrong with these people? You can't make an earthquake happen. That's natural. That happens naturally. These people, who could believe such hogwash? And you know what? I don't believe that Alex Cox died of natural causes. I know they said he had a blood clot to his lung. We read the autopsy on here. But couldn't they have given him something, or he could have took something, caused something like that? His death is suspicious. Charles Ballo shot and killed by Alex in cold blood. Then Tammy dies. Then kids are murdered. And then Alex dies. Does Tammy die before the kids? I think the kids might have died before Tammy, didn't they? Hey, Carolina girl. Good morning. Hold on, TC. Let me read your comment. Chad's sister-in-law wrote a letter to her church members stating his behavior was different and the fact he married 2 weeks after Tammy died. Oh, really? I didn't know that, TC. Playful One says, that's right. Don't ignore. Get freaking help. I know, like, if you're close friends with someone, you would hate to report them to CPS. I mean, I wouldn't hate it if I thought a kid was being abused myself. I'd just pick up the phone and call. See something, say something. But if someone is hallucinating or thinking their kids are possessed or zombies, soulless beings, they're not in their right mind. And you need to take action because they could possibly harm their kids. And speaking of that, tonight's member stream, we're doing a member stream tonight, guys. I'm thinking about 9 p.m. We're doing Andrea Yates. That's going to be our topic. Yeah, I've been researching that. It's a difficult case for me. My grandfather suffered from schizophrenia, just like Andrea. Andrea had other things going on too, postpartum depression, postpartum, what was it, psychosis. Yeah, but I'll set up the stream and I will make a post. Best phrase I've heard all morning, hogwash. Love it. Did I say hogwash? I don't even remember saying it. Hey, we got to keep it real here. Yeah, kids died before Tammy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, why did I not know that? He convinced her to go to her mom's house. Said he had a vision from her dead grandmother, remember? He got her away from the house, so I guess they could bury Tyler. Was it Tylee first? Might have been Tylee first. See, I forget things. Then I'll remember it later. Carolina girl, that's a hard case for me. Yeah, it's a hard one. I'm very conflicted with it. Very conflicted with it. I need to try to put my personal feelings about schizophrenia. You know, my papa had it's a horrible disease. Beach bum. Joseph Ryan's death is suspect too. The former marriage partners were being killed off, in my opinion. Beach bum, I agree. I agree. I keep forgetting about Joseph Ryan. Yeah, and he was dead inside his apartment for days, maybe almost a week. And his neighbors started smelling something and alerted authorities. He allegedly died of a heart attack. I believe he was cremated. They could be using that malachite stuff, that stone that Lori ordered for her wedding ring, the malachite. Yeah, that can be used as poison. We looked that up before on here. If you had kids with a cult member, you were a target or an accomplice. Well, I believe Chad didn't want Tammy because she didn't believe in his extreme beliefs. That's what I think. He had hit on other women, like when I say hit on, try to, pick up line, and say, oh yeah, we were married in a past life. Lori fell for that crap, hook, line, and sinker. She already had extreme religious beliefs. Lori is not a well woman in the head. She's never been. Thinks she's hot shit's what she thinks. And that it really is a bunch of hogwash. I mean, I guess back in the day before she murdered her kids, her outside appearance, attractive. To me, she looks like a monster. When I see her picture, I see evil. That's what I see. Oh yeah, let's look at where's their mugshots at? I'm just going to look at their faces in comparison. Okay. Look at Lori's mouth. Got that downward frown in her mugshot. Chad's mugshot, they both got the downward frown. What in the hell is going on with that? God, he's ugly as sin. He looks just like totally different now to me. I mean, yeah, you're not going to be smiling in a mugshot. Well, some people do. I don't know. She just now, it's like she's took on his ugly mouth. It's so weird to me. Cece, you're right on the money. The malachite, I don't know how you spell it, but it's poison. Yeah, if it's ground up. I heard that they were making pain cream with malachite. Chad was making, trying to make natural pain cream or paste or something. Gosh, let me get a drink coffee. They know what they did was wrong, hence they tried to cover it up. They are perfectly competent to stand trial. Oh, yes. Speech boom, her eyes are defiant and hateful, dead. Yeah, she's got Charles Manson eyes. See, she's Chad looks like Timothy Jones Jr. with hair and without glasses. Kelly says, also another Chad, I heard blue octopus poison from Hawaii will kill by blood clots, heart failure, and is not detectable. She did go to Hawaii a lot. Yes, she did, Kelly. Blue octopus. I'm going to write that down, Kelly. Thank you so much. Let me just make a note of this. I'm going to look that up. Blue octopus. Okay, I'm tired of talking about these killers. We got to move on to our next topic. It's a sad case. And then we're going to talk about Carole freaking Baskin. A mom was passed out inside her apartment. Her daughter got out of the apartment. A toddler got into the car and couldn't get out of the car. And she died. Let me just get it pulled up. She said that she woke up, called for her daughter, couldn't find her, then went back to sleep for 30 more minutes. Let me find it. Okay. Let's remove some of the ads. They got 100 on here, guys. I'm eager to get through all the true crime so we can talk about Carole freaking Baskin. So the mother eventually admitted to cops she was high the night before, been partying, drinking, doing cocaine. Says toddler girl dies in hot car as mom sleeps after a night of drugs and alcohol. Temperatures reached 101 degrees on the day the child died. Let me get my notes on it, but I have to read it all. Her name is Tiana Jones. She's 23 years old. Let's go back to her profile picture or mugshot. She looks like she is effed up. This is in Arizona. Her daughter's name was Delilah. She's 3 years old. She got trapped in the hot car for hours. Tiana called police, I think, around 4 o'clock to report that she couldn't find her daughter. She eventually admitted she couldn't find her car keys. And then cops found Delilah in the car. She told cops she laid down at 10:30 a.m. with Delilah because she was tired because she had spent the previous night drinking and doing cocaine. Probably right there around Delilah. She said she fell asleep at 10:30 a.m. At some point, she woke up during the day, yelled for Delilah, couldn't find her. She went back to sleep, she said, for about 30 more minutes. She got up, looked around 4 or something, couldn't find her. Around 4:30, she called 911. Piece of crap. Delilah had been taken from this piece of crap before, and she was given back. Somehow there was a child latch on the door, up high, but somehow Delilah managed to open that. Let's see what it says about that. Okay, they did have video footage, and it did show the child going out of the apartment, getting into the car. She was by herself. And that was around 11:52 a.m. What day did this happen on? Okay, Sunday. It happened on Sunday. So she leaves and gets into the car at 11:52 a.m. Jones left her apartment to look for her daughter at 4:10 p.m. Jesus Christ. And she didn't call 911 until 4:30. And like I said, she confessed to drinking alcohol and using cocaine while partying the night before. She told officers that she and Delilah went inside to take a nap at 10:30 a.m. Jones woke up at one point, didn't hear her daughter or know her whereabouts. She continued to sleep for another 30 minutes. And CPS had took Delilah from her mother due to neglect before. So what does CPS do? Take kids because their parents are neglecting them, and then the parents do a few parenting classes and get them back, and then CPS don't ever check on them again? Okay, so Jones reportedly claimed that she planned to move the couch so the 3-year-old... Okay, so what it was is Delilah climbed up on the couch and got up on it to open the latch. And the reason that the couch was moved so close, I guess, to the door and where the latch was because there was like a window there. And this mother's irresponsible and always locks herself out of the house, and she would have to let Delilah climb through the window. Piece of shit. So Delilah is the 20th child to die in a hot car this year. In 2019, 52 children died of vehicular heat stroke, which is uncalled for. Lock your cars. Put your keys up from your children. Be responsible. When you're a parent and you've got little kids, you've got to be responsible. She wasn't fit to be a parent. She shouldn't have had Delilah in her care to begin with. Where's this child's grandparents? Where's this child's father? Hey, Jean. Slept another 30 minutes, very Mary. That's all right, Kelly. I'm the same way. Yeah. How many cases do we read about that, kids been murdered and CPS has been involved before, but don't follow up or don't investigate properly? It's ridiculous. What else was I going to share? Oh, I saw this morning. Weather forecaster dead after Facebook post revealing she was sexually abused. Final confession. Wow. I got to click on that. This wasn't up when I was looking at true crime this morning. Kelly Plasker's son reportedly took his own life 2 years ago. Oh, so she took her own life. Her son had took his own life 2 years ago. I saw this in my Newsbreak app this morning, but I didn't read it. Oh, a Texas weather forecaster is dead after posting a message on Facebook about alleged abuse she suffered as a high school student, and 2 years after her son took his own life. Kelly Plasker, weather forecaster for the Lubbock-based news station KCBD, posted a message on Facebook Sunday. referring to a traumatic experience in high school in which a band director allegedly sexually abused and groomed her. As People magazine reports, Kelly died suddenly, apparently later the same day. A cause of death is not yet known. So KCBD Vice President and General Manager Dan Jackson confirmed Kelly Plasker's death in a statement posted to social media and obtained by People. We are deeply saddened by the tragic and sudden loss of KCBD weekend morning forecaster Kelly Plasker. Kelly was a dedicated member of the KCBD weather staff, well liked by viewers and admired by her coworkers. Our deepest sympathies go out to Kelly's family in this time of great loss. It's so sad. She must have really been suffering. According to multiple reports, Kelly's son, Thomas Locke, I think it's pronounced Locke, died by suicide at age 19 2 years ago. Plasker referenced her son in her final Facebook post, where she also wrote that her brain is broken and I cannot take it anymore. I've had those feelings before, like my brain's broken, yeah. Referring to the man she said abused her when she was a student, Plasker wrote, "He was supposed to be somebody looking out for me. But instead of looking out for me, he looked at me in ways that men should not look at children. And I realize now that predators pick off easy prey." Those who knew Plasker have posted tributes on social media. Bless her heart. Nancy Grace in her advertisement. I hate that big ad at the end of the articles. So they're having a memorial service September 5th. Kelly Plasker was reportedly 42 years old. Oh gosh, 2 years older than me. She's so pretty. Beautiful. I couldn't imagine losing a child. Sometimes, people are suffering in silence. Everyone probably thought she was happy. I mean, she lost her son 2 years ago, but wouldn't think that she would take her own life. I'm assuming that's what happened. It just said that she died. Let me see if I can pronounce your name, sweetie. Ketcha? Is it Ketcha? Keisha? Locklear. Good morning, all. I got to learn how to pronounce that. Is it Keisha? Keisha. I think it's pronounced Keisha. Good morning. Welcome. Okay, I'm going to go back to her comments. He rented the room the night before her missing. Oh, are you talking about Cassandra? The boyfriend did? Smelled of chlorine. Uh-oh. He was trying to make, what's it called? Chloroform? If it smelled of chlorine then. I didn't know you could make homemade chlorine. Until we were talking about, oh my gosh. The missing lady from Florida. Well, she wasn't from Florida. I think she was originally from Alabama. Layla Cabot. That guy allegedly looked up how to make homemade chloroform. Was bleach and something else. Chlorine, I guess. Bleach and chlorine, I believe. Keisha. So I got it right. Okay. I went to school with a girl. Oh, she's saying Barry did? Oh my goodness. Casey Anthony. Yeah, someone looked up how to make chloroform on Anthony's computer. Well, I mean, I knew that you could make it homemade, but I didn't know the ingredients about it. Anyways, prayers for Kelly's family here. Just never know what someone's going through, you know. People suffer in silence. Oh gosh, guys, I see the article now. I see what you're talking about now, guys. Missing. Suzanne Morphew's husband, Barry Morphew, stayed at hotel the weekend she disappeared. Room left full of wet towels and smelled of chlorine. Well, let's get back to the screen share. Thank you for coming in and telling us. Appreciate that. Let's see. Suzanne looks so pretty in that picture. He's acting like he's posing like all sexy or something. Who knows? What in the hell? Let me click on it. I thought I already clicked on it. The husband of missing Colorado woman reportedly stayed at a hotel the weekend Suzanne Morphew disappeared, and the man who took over the room after Barry left said the room smelled of chlorine. Of course, we know Suzanne was reported missing May 11th. Mother's Day wasn't May 11th. It was May 24th, wasn't it? About time someone out. Okay, so Barry Morphew has been under scrutiny due to conflicting early reports about his whereabouts that weekend. When much of the United States was under lockdown orders due to the coronavirus pandemic, the Chaffee County Fire Chief previously told Crime Online that Barry Morphew, who works as a landscaper and volunteer firefighter, was at a construction job in Denver the weekend his wife vanished, though police have not commented on Barry's whereabouts in the days preceding Suzanne's disappearance. You know, it would have been nice if the police would come out and just like say whether they've cleared him as a suspect. I mean, I know they've not, or whether he is a suspect. I know they're keeping a tight lip on it. They don't want anything leaked. Okay, so Barry Morphew stayed at a Holiday Inn Express in Broomfield, Colorado, just outside Denver, the night before Suzanne was reported missing. According to the report, Morphew was there to work on a landscaping job for transport company RTD Denver. That don't mean he couldn't have drove back home. Jeff Puckett, described in the report as Barry Morphew's co-worker, told the Daily Mail that Barry ordered him to go to Broomfield as he had to return to Chaffee County for a family emergency. Let me read this again. Jeff Puckett, described in the report as Barry Morphew's co-worker, told the Daily Mail that Barry ordered him to go to Broomfield as he had returned to Chaffee County for a family emergency. Who returned for a family emergency? Hold on, guys. I got to plug up my laptop. Barry? So I'm taking it as he ordered this guy, Jeff Puckett, to come to Broomfield because Barry had a family emergency. Okay, he said, I got there Sunday night and the room smelled like chlorine real bad, Puckett reportedly said. It was his room and he'd taken a shower. His towels were all over the floor. A manager for the hotel reportedly told the Daily Mail that housekeeping does not use chlorine to clean the guest room. Okay, so I guess that's when he found out Suzanne was missing. He ordered this guy to come to Broomfield. In the Daily Mail interview, Puckett said he did not encounter Morphew at the hotel as the missing woman's husband had reportedly returned home following the news of Suzanne's disappearance. Well, I would have known all that if I'd finished reading, wouldn't I? Sorry. He additionally claimed that despite being told the landscaping job was urgent, he did not find any tools waiting for him when he arrived and never actually reported to a job site during the 2 days he stayed in Broomfield. Well, well, well. Isn't that interesting? Barry Morphew goes out of town Mother's Day weekend and supposed to be there for a job. Suzanne's missing, so he has to return home, and the guy there to replace him don't have any tools there. There's no tools there for him to work with, and he never actually goes to the job site. Seems like to me, Barry set himself up an alibi. He wasn't going to work that weekend. Let's finish reading. I found some mail in the hotel room. His mail was in there, and I gave it to the FBI. I thought it was kind of odd to have it there, Puckett said. Some of it was from an insurance company, like insuring your property, that kind of thing. A little strange to take mail with you. Crime Online first reported that Barry Morphew had applied for a guardianship of Suzanne on June 1st, apparently in connection to a joint property the couple had been planning to sell in Indiana, where they lived with their 2 daughters until they moved to Colorado in 2018. See, that's another red flag. You're worrying about selling that property and your wife just went missing. You think that would be like not, one of the first things in his mind to do. In the first week following Suzanne's disappearance. Okay, so Barry Morphew. What does it say? According to the Daily Mail report, Barry Morphew has granted guardianship of Suzanne Morphew on Tuesday. Okay. In the first week following Suzanne's disappearance, Barry shared a video of himself pleading for her return. He did not speak to the media again until last month when he gave an interview to Fox 21 News, accusing the Chaffee County Sheriff's Department of screwing up the investigation and trying to cover up their mistakes by casting suspicious on him. Are you serious, Barry? You made yourself look suspicious. I mean, that video, you made yourself look suspicious. I tried to give him the benefit of a doubt, but I'm thinking that Barry is more than likely involved now. If this co-worker is telling the truth, he never even went to work. He never even went to a job site. Why? If Barry was there to do work and he came to replace him, I think because Barry never planned to do no work. That was just something he said to so he could have an alibi. He either killed Suzanne before he left or he snuck back and did it. So her brother, Andy, he is organizing a big search for her around where her bike was found. Honestly, I don't think it's going to do one bit of good to search around where Suzanne's bike was found. I think someone took that bike and placed it there, threw it there. Very interesting. Why would the hotel room smell like chlorine? Even if you went to the pool, say he went to the pool and was hanging out, towels got wet, still not going to smell strong chlorine. You're not going to smell the chlorine on the towel unless you pick it up and put it to your face. Yeah, red flags, red flags. It's not looking like Barry's innocent. I didn't want him to be responsible for Suzanne's disappearance. course, I wanted them to find her, but more than likely, Suzanne's sadly probably deceased. Someone killed her. I didn't want it to be Barry. It's gonna make it harder on their girls. Their mom, it's hard enough. Their mom's gone. They don't know where she's at. Worried, sick. But if it turns out that their dad's responsible for that, it's going to make it worse. Another thing that's suspicious is a red flag. He's like not in contact with Suzanne's family. Regardless if you got differences, you should set those aside. Suzanne's missing. You're not even in contact with them. Suzanne's their daughters are not in contact with her family, with the grandpa, with their uncle. Yep, that look creeps me out. Yes. Hey, Michelle. Morning, soccer mom of one. I think he seems like the type to kill his wife if she ever wants to leave him. 100% pure. We're talking about Suzanne Morphew. It's all right to ask. You can ask anything. I didn't plan on talking about Suzanne, but someone, Keisha, came in and told us they had put up an article. So we was just taking a look at it. I may have to do another video on this because some people don't watch live streams. And I didn't have this as a planned topic, so probably do a quick video when I get off here. Let's see. Stray. Is that how you say it? Straw? I'm never going to be able to pronounce your name, so I'm just going to read your comment. I just want to punch that creepy face with my fist. Yes, me too. 100% pure love. Okay, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. It had been on market right after they left Indiana. It took forever. Didn't dig them out, though. Well, maybe one of the reasons he was trying to get guardianship and try to sell that house, maybe they were in a bind because they had bought this other home in Colorado. I thought about that, but still, you would think that would be like the least of your worries. And your wife, you've been married to for 27 years, goes missing. How long were they married? Like 20 years? They've been together. She's beautiful. Everyone said that he wore the pants and zipped them, meaning he was in full control of this relationship. He was the boss. What he said went. They kind of had like an old-fashioned relationship. A lot of controlling men, they snap when they lose control. I think they were having problems in their marriage. They're one of these couples where everybody thinks, oh, they're the perfect couple. They don't have any problems, blah, blah, blah. But really, behind closed doors, they have a whole lot of problems. I find it strange that Suzanne hadn't really talked to her family much since they moved to Colorado. It's like she was isolated. And what's the problem that Barry Morphew doesn't communicate with them? Did they say something like they were suspicious of him? They have good reason to be suspicious of him. I mean, he won't talk to the media. And his nephew, I'm very suspicious of his nephew. Remember when his nephew spoke to the media and told them about the bicycle, which the police have never confirmed that they found the bike. They said they found an item, personal item. I'd say it is the bike, though, of course. Barry Morphew said they messed up the crime scene. They weren't wearing gloves or anything when they brought the bike up. I guess his friend was there watching. She was a gorgeous woman. He looks like he's insecure from having a tiny penis. Probably. Because he's dang guilty. Yeah, if you don't have anything to hide and you're not guilty, take a lie detector test. Suzanne's family said that he declined 2 lie detector tests, 2 polygraphs. He denies that. He says he was never asked by the police to take a polygraph. Where could she be? Let's say that he is the one that did it. Where could he have put her? It's my opinion. I think they're wasting their time searching around where that bike was found. No wild animal sure as hell didn't carry her off. You would have found her. They wouldn't have drugged too far. That's one of Barry's big theories. Usually a mountain lion or something attacks you, they're just going to leave you laying there. They might drag you a few feet. They're not going to drag far up a damn mountain. Come on now, big body. No, they're strong animals. They couldn't do that. Where is the GoFundMe money that was set up for the nephew? I have no idea. They were saying that some of that GoFundMe they were using for like family travel expenses, family members that had to travel to Colorado to search for Suzanne. I think Barry's mother is over that GoFundMe now, right? Like she's in control of the money. The nephew stepped away from everything because he opened his big mouth to the media and the police got mad. They didn't like it. He told the media they found that bicycle. I think they asked him to stop talking to him. Hey, Austin. Good morning. Just Jack's. Okay. She was commenting someone else. Coffee, we need some billionaires to fund your show. You could hire me to go investigate these crime scenes. Hey, that is a great idea. It's a great idea. You could go do the investigating and you could report into us like the news does. Hey, Fanny Ho. Good morning. I can't believe I just said your whole name, Fanny Ho. Usually I just say Fanny. Okay. So let me see. What else was I going to tell you about? Oh, yes. An elderly lady was killed by her pit bull that she just rescued. The dog, she had only had the dog a couple days. This lady is in a wheelchair, right? The dog had been sleeping with her and everything. Her son was there. He said the dog was going for her jugular. He tried to get the dog off of her, and the dog attacked him. Yeah. It's a sad case because most pit bulls are sweet, and when these stories make the news like this, it gives the breed a bad name. So you got to think, you don't know what these dogs have been through. Most of the time, you don't know their stories when you rescue them. What trauma they've been through. Something triggered this dog. Let me, oh crap. Let me get down my Discord room. This Discord room I started, it's just for me, like, keep my links and articles in. It helps out a lot. So I don't have a hard time finding everything. And we got to talk about Carole freaking Baskin. And we got their good story. Oh, right here it is. Recently rescued Pitbull kills elderly owner and mauls her adult son. Okay. Let me take some of these ads down. I think this is a picture of the actual dog. Of course, I got a good story for us this morning. Carole Baskin's not the good story, by the way. She's going on Dancing with the Stars. Okay, so I think that's the Pitbull. I'm thinking this is in Georgia for some reason. Her name was Carolyn Varanice, 84 years old, dead at her Margate home shortly before 10 p.m. So a friend of the family says Carolyn's son got the pit bull from a rescue organization days before the deadly incident. The friend said Carolyn, who used a wheelchair, had been letting the dog sleep in bed with her. The friend said he learned what happened while driving Carolyn's son to the hospital. The pit bull reportedly attacked the son's eye, nose, and arm. He was trying to save his mom, and the dog kept going for her jugular. The dog grabbed her ankles, and he started beating the dog with the wheelchair. The woman's son stated, according to the friend. Oh, this is in Florida. Broward County Animal Control has possession of the dog. It is unclear what caused Friday's attack. That's so sad. Well, someone had probably had abused this dog or made this dog a fight dog before he was at the rescue. That's like the only problem sometimes with adopting is a lot of times dogs are picked up as strays and you don't know their back history, their backstory. I just want to say that not all pit bulls are vicious like that. My brothers had pit bulls for years, and they are really sweet. They really are. There's good and bad people. There's good and bad dogs. This dog had probably been through a lot of trauma. I would say more than likely it will end up being euthanized. Okay. So I see another crime story, but I'm not going to have time to do all these this morning. So we're just going to go straight to Carole freaking Baskin. Carole Baskin has someone new to argue and fight with, Ripperjack Media. I saw he put up a video. I've not watched it yesterday. It said, Carole, guess where I'm at? Okay, so Carole freaking Baskin is joining Dancing with the Stars. You know what? Everyone needs to boycott Dancing with the Stars, y'all. Y'all don't need to be watching Dancing with the Stars because Carole is suspected of murdering her husband that disappeared without a trace, that she cares nothing about. The husband that she had declared legally dead after he had been missing 5 years. The husband she had no memorial service for. Carole's memorial service, she said, was staring out the window. Her mind went blank. Next thing she knew, it was dark. Bullshit, Carole. Carole, you must not be a real Southern woman. She must not be. She is such a freaking weirdo. Let me get some of this crap off here. Let's see who else is going to be on Dancing with the Stars. Hey, I said I didn't want to subscribe to entertainment. Now leave me alone. Asking me. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Carole Baskin is ready to roar onto the dance floor. The big cat rights activist, featured in the wild Netflix docuseries Tiger King, is joining Dancing with the Stars. ABC announced live on Good Morning America Wednesday that Baskin will compete in season 29 of the celebrity dancing competition. Excuse me, Carole's not a celebrity. Although there are plenty of famous faces in the roster and quite a few reality stars, the inclusion of the self described cat lady may be the most surprising and eyebrow raising. Hold on, I dropped something. Are y'all serious? They suspect that this woman murdered her husband, and you guys are putting her on Dancing with the Stars? Are you freaking serious? I saw this last week. I knew it was in the works. I didn't think it was really going to happen. I meant to mention it in one of my live streams, and you know how live streams go. You can plan them out, but you never know what's going to happen. New information will be put up, and and we'll come across a new case and get sidetracked. Okay. Stars joining Baskin in the upcoming series include Nellie, Chriselle. Who's Chriselle? Chriselle Stoss of Selling Sunset and All My Children fame. Coach Monica Aldama, is that how you say it? From Cheer. Actress Sky Jackson and Anne Heche. They joined previously announced contestants Backstreet Boys singer AJ McLean and The Bachelor and The Bachelorette star Caitlin Bristow. I probably didn't pronounce some of their names right. I don't keep up with all these highfalutin people, guys. I watch a few reality shows. I don't watch The Bachelor. I don't watch The Bachelorette. I don't like that crap. I watch 90 Day Fiancé, Love After Lockup. Hosted by Tyra Banks, who is beautiful. I love Tyra Banks. For the first time, Dancing with the Stars returns Monday, September 4th. So here is the full list of the celebrity contestants and dancers. Well, first you would have to be a celebrity to be considered one. Hello. All you cool cats and kittens. Oh my goodness. Hey, Light Feather. Oh my God, I love Nelly. Nelly's good looking, isn't he? Good looking. NBA star. It says Charles Oakley. Are they sure it's not Charles Barkley? Okay, so Monica Aldama, Carole Baskin, Caitlin Bristow, Super Bowl champion Bernard Davis, Anne Heche, Sky Jackson, Justina Machado something, AJ McLean, Jeannie May, blah, blah, blah. I can't pronounce some of these names, so I'm not even going to try. Y'all can see them. I think that Sky Jackson's on that TV show, something, Kikawawa or something on Nickelodeon. She's a cute little girl. Well, what do y'all think about Carole Baskin going to be on Dancing with the Stars? Y'all think that's a good idea? I'm boycotting this show. This is bullcrap. She slaughtered little bunnies, and her volunteers posed in pictures with the rabbits, smiling ear to ear. They were still alive, but some of the rabbits had blood on their fur because of the other rabbits that were slaughtered, cast off, Carole thinks that's all right. Hey, look, lady, if you can't afford to feed your cats, don't have them. What's a little rabbit going to do for a big old cat? It's just an appetizer. But anyhow, they're going to let this woman on Dancing with the Stars. I am appalled. No, it's Oakley. Okay, Austin. I was like, Oakley? Are they sure it's not Barkley? Hell, I couldn't pronounce half their name. I think that woman is a nutcase. Yeah, she's a big cat activist, but she has bred big cats herself. Still breeds big cats, regardless of what she says. Her sanctuary sucks. She's got millions and millions of dollars, and her sanctuary looks like it's run down. Truth's the truth. I mean, she could have some really, really nice tiger enclosures. A lot of them got to stick their head through this little cage to eat. I don't know why she does that. It's like the stupidest thing ever. She has lied to her viewers and claimed to have rescued cats, and they got all these medical bills. They got all these things wrong with them just so she can collect money. And it has been proven, video evidence, about one cat she lied about. She said there was something went wrong with its back legs. It couldn't walk. And then a video surfaced. I think his name is Sherkan, something like that. Video surfaced that cat just running around, jumping in a pool. Nothing wrong with it. And she didn't rescue it. It was born right there at her facility. She's a scammer. And she's still doing videos putting down her missing husband. Nobody knows what happened to him. Everybody suspects she's killed him, of course. And she's on YouTube putting down Don, doing videos, talking about his memory, dumpster diving, still doing that crap. I think Dawn's daughters are suing her, though. Suing her, but she ought to have some respect. I mean, you was married to this man. And you're on YouTube putting him down, making him seem like he was crazy. What she's trying to do is convince people the man had dementia. That's what she's trying to do. I can't wait to see her fat butt out there trying to dance. That'd be about like me trying to do it. I don't normally call people fat. I'm a little bit chubby myself. But, gosh. She gonna have Harold out there dancing with her. Harold freaking Baskin. She married Harold because he's a lawyer. She likes to file lawsuits. I couldn't tell you how many people this woman has sued. She'll be trying to sue Ripperjack Media next, because he's coming after her hard. Hey, Tremaine. I ran into some big CEOs of the hospital. Stopped asking you questions about the pathology lab. Oh, that's cool, Tremaine. That is so cool. Okay. What else are we going to say about Carole? I can't wait to see who she's paired up to. I say I'm going to boycott this. I'm just going to have to look one time just to see how she dances, okay? And then I'm not watching it. I think this is a big mistake, them putting her on Dancing with the Stars. Considering everybody thinks she killed Don, fed him to the tigers. I don't think she fed him to the tigers. I think she had someone helping her. Someone that was close to Don. Very close. Okay. Let's see. Let me say something here, guys. Making sure I'm not forgetting nothing. As soon as I get off here, I got to do that video. So people that didn't watch the live stream will know about Suzanne. I got to find my good topic here, too, to end the live stream. Carole's not the damn good topic, that's for sure. Oh, yeah, guys. The deputies that found, remember when we talked about the case out of Florida? The mom woke up and her two boys, aged 12 and 14, had been brutally murdered. And come find it out, the family knew the murderer because he was living in the backyard in a shed and dating the mom's sister. Well, I reckon that crime scene has really bothered the officers involved, and they are having to get therapy. Let me look at their names. I know one of them's Tayton. Robert Baker and Tayton Baker. Robert was 12. Tayton was 14. Okay, I'll just read it because some people may not be familiar with it. Let's look at their picture again. Handsome little fellers. They were killed in the common area of the house. I know that. Okay, it says the Florida suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. Putnam County Sheriff Gator Deloach announced last week that Robert Baker, 12, Tayton Baker, 14, were both found murdered on August 25th inside a common area of the family's Melrose home off of Shiloh Road. Investigators found a hammer and knife inside the residence. The sheriff confirmed both items were used as weapons during the attacks. The children's mother said she was asleep with a younger child when the incident happened and woke up to find her boys unresponsive. She called 911 immediately, but the attack left both victims dead. The children's grandfather, who lives nearby, said he attempted CPR while waiting for help to arrive. The suspect was identified as 30-year-old Mark Wilson Jr. He had been living in a shed on the family's property with his girlfriend, which is related to the family. It's the mother of the victim. It's her sister, so their aunt. The victim's family, who knew Wilson, had recently moved to the area themselves to be closer to relatives. The children's mother is the sister of Wilson's girlfriend. Deputies who arrived at the home saw a gruesome crime scene in which two young boys had been mercilessly and senselessly killed. The deputies were so traumatized by the scene that they had a mandatory meeting with Dr. Tina Jekyll, I think it says that, Jekyll, a mental health professional who assists authorities employed with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. The scene was likely the worst that I've seen in more than 20 years of law enforcement. Colonel Joe Wells with the Putnam County Sheriff's Office told News4Jax. Many of these detectives and deputies that were there have children. Some may even have young boys at this age, so it hits home. Oh, I'd say. I have PTSD. I can only imagine what they saw that day. My heart goes out to them, praying for them. Okay, Nancy Grace, damn ads covering up the article. It says, retired JSO officer Ken Jefferson added that most people in law enforcement will come across brutal scenes that can stick with them for years to come. He added it's better to seek out mental health treatment sooner rather than later. If you don't get the help and you think you're okay, it can be impactful on how you deal with calls or investigations in some kind of way. Well, yes, and, I witnessed a suicide and I didn't get any type of counseling. I didn't seek any kind of help for it. And it about ruined my life. I still deal with it every day of my life. I think about it every day, sometimes numerous times a day. And I suffer with manic depression, so my heart goes out to him. Hey, your main girl. Okay, so I got off topic. I was going to go look for a good article, but I wanted to share that with y'all because we discussed that case several times. I think that Mark Wilson Jr. had an arraignment like Saturday or something, an appearance in court. He's denied bond, of course. Okay, where's my cute story about Pipsqueak? Did I not? Oh my gosh, I may not have shared that one about Pipsqueak. Well, I didn't, so I'm going to have to do the other story. There was a dog named Pipsqueak that got separated from his family because of the coronavirus. And he finally made it back home to him after months. I was going to share that one, but I can't find it. And I can't remember all the details. Okay, let me get this pulled up. So today's good story is about a rescue dog who lost her pups in premature labor. And she was grieving, and she adopted some adorable orphaned kittens. Yeah, it's a cute story. Hold on. We got some cute pictures. Okay, let me screen share now. We always got to end our streams from now on, tradition, with a good story. Let's see. Okay, so this is her. Look how cute. So we could just watch the video. How do we watch the video? I'd rather watch the video than read all this. Let me see if I can find it. Let me scroll down. Sometimes they're at the end. I don't see the video. Okay. A grieving rescue dog who lost her puppies after they were born too early is now a mom to orphan kittens she has adopted. Georgia, an Australia Shepherd mix, went into premature labor and lost her 3 baby puppies at the Sunshine Dog Rescue in Phoenix, Arizona. Unaware of the tragic ending after she gave birth, Georgia was frantically looking for her litter. The shelter wrote in a Facebook post, going into premature labor gave her babies no chance of living outside her womb. While my heart hurts for the puppies that never got to run and play, my heart is very sad for Georgia. She is looking for her babies, and it's heartbreaking to watch. The shelter gave Georgia a stuffed animal with an artificial heartbeat to simulate her babies and help calm her down. However, days later, Sunshine took in 3 motherless newborn kittens and introduced them to Georgia, who started mothering them instantly. The rescue center wrote, "She loves them. So far, we have been able to get one to latch on and are bottle feeding until the other 2 figure it out." Oh my gosh, this is amazing. A kitty nursing from a dog. You're amazing, Georgia. I hope you find a forever home. So, is dog milk the same as cat milk? The shelter said Georgia is extremely focused on her 2 seemingly healthy babies and is doing really well. Bless this little family. After each meal, Georgia's babies spend time with her to cuddle, nurse, and be cleaned. Mama and babies enjoyed this part of the day very much. The 2 kittens have been named Graffiti and Gumball, with an orange kitten added to the mix named Goober. They have all opened their eyes and are gaining weight, now weighing 7 to 8 ounces each, and seem very content with Mama. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Okay. Anita Osa, executive director of Sunshine, told KXTV that she was pleasantly surprised with the outcome, as she was unsure if Georgia would adopt the cats as her own. She added, "I have seen other species nurse other species before, so I thought worst case scenario, she doesn't take to them, and I have some kittens I need to tend to myself." Georgia has been pictured happily caring for her adopted babies in subsequent photos and videos shared by Sunshine. The rescue center, it says, however, Georgia has developed a visible tumor on her female parts and will need chemotherapy shortly. The rescue center said the form of cancer she is suffering from is highly curable, and Georgia is expected to make a full recovery. They are appealing for donations to help fund her treatment. And the rescue, if anyone wants to look it up, is in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's called Sunshine Dog Rescue. Okay. Now, let me look at my chat. Oh, I got a super chat. Hey, Tremaine. Thanks for the super chat. Next time they ask me about the pathology lab, I'm going to tell them go kick rocks. I'm not no damn scientist or doctor. Tremaine, you tell them that. Kick rocks. It's my famous saying. Kick rocks. Okay. So I think that is the end of the stream today, guys. I'm going to get off here and get some things done. I'm going to do a video on Suzanne Morphew and just share the new article with everybody that, didn't watch the live streams, because I do have some subs that just probably, watch a little bit of the live stream. They miss a lot because they got other things to do. They got real life, and some just watch uploads. So thanks, Shay Shay. Great feel-good story to end our stream. Yeah, I think it's important that we do a feel-good story at the end of the stream, because we talk about so many sad cases, so many gruesome cases. And just to be honest with you, it was getting to me. Before I started adding in the good story, it was really getting to me day after day, case after case, gruesome crimes, and it was taking a toll on me. And so adding the good topic kind of helps me a little bit, as crazy as that sounds. It does. I'm actually wanting to get away from doing child abuse cases. It's hard to when you have a true crime channel, because people want to discuss those. Maybe I'll just cut back on doing them, because the sex abuse cases bother me quite a bit. But anyways, guys, channel members, I will see y'all tonight, 9:00 p.m. I'm pretty sure that's the time I'm going to do it. I'll set up the stream. I'll share it in a community post. Topic is going to be Andrea Yates. Y'all try to make it. Okay. Stay safe. Be kind. And peace. And thanks for chatting with me as always. You guys are great. I think I got the best chat on YouTube. Bye, guys.